So the iPhone 5 has been out for about a month now, and I am finally here to give you my full review of the phone. The iPhone 5 is available in 16, 32, and 64 gigabyte. It prices out at $200, $300, and $400, and it is available on Verizon, AT&T, and Sprint. And it also comes in a black and white model. So let's start off with specs and hardware of the phone. This phone features a 4-inch screen at 640 by 1136 resolution with a 326 ppi, and also has a 16 by 9 aspect ratio. For those of you guys who don't know what that means, maybe you're not very tech savvy, basically that means it has a very high quality screen, HD video, stuff like that, and also has a 16 by 9, which means you'll be able to watch movies in full screen instead of having those bars on the side of your phone. It's being powered by the dual-core Apple A6 processor, and it of course features the home button that we've seen for the last 6 years. The phone itself is just 0.30 inches thick and weighs just 3.95 ounces. Now taking a look at the bottom of the iPhone 5, we see a headphone jack, the microphone port, the lightning port, as well as the speaker and the home button. And yes, on the new iPhone, the headphone jack has been moved to the bottom. If you move to the left side of the phone, you'll be able to see the volume up and down button, as well as the mute switch. At the top of the iPhone, we have a lock and unlock button, a 720p FaceTime camera, as well as the speaker you put up to your ear. If you move the iPhone to the right, we will be able to see the new nano SIM tray. On the back of the iPhone 5, we get the 8 megapixel camera, the flash, as well as another microphone. So let's take a look at the new charging cable for the iPhone 5. This is called the Lightning cable. It is digital and has 8 pins. Comparing this to the old 30-pin dock connector that we used to use, it's actually 80% smaller and reversible. So what that means is you'll be able to plug the cable in anyway. There's no need to fiddle and fuss to see which end should go up on the top or on the bottom. All you gotta do is just put it in the iPhone. Now let's talk about the camera quality. So on the left side of the screen, you can see the iPhone 5, and on the right, you will see my old iPhone 4. Now yes, all I have is an iPhone 4. I do not have an iPhone 4S to compare it to, but I will say if you're upgrading from an iPhone 4 to the iPhone 5, camera quality wise, you will notice a big difference. The iPhone 5 has an 8 megapixel camera, while the iPhone 4 has a 5 megapixel camera. If you're upgrading from the iPhone 5 from the iPhone 4S, you will not notice too big of a difference. In fact, the only thing that they changed in the camera wise from the iPhone 5 to the 4S is the lens, as well as a little bit of better image stabilization. And in this video, you'll be able to see that the image is very crisp and clear, as well as the shakiness is much better compared to the old iPhone 4. The iPhone 5 also now has 4G LTE, which is fast. I am using Verizon's 4G LTE, and I have gotten anywhere from 10 down to 35 down, as well as even up to 10 upload. I think I even got 15 upload one time. But as you can see, this is a very, 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 very fast internet for a mobile thing. Most of you probably have 5 megs down or 10 for your Wi-Fi or your home internet. So 4G LTE will probably actually be faster. As you can see, I even got up to 35 down one time. It's crazy how fast 4G LTE is. The iPhone 5 also got a new Wi-Fi antenna, so now it has support for much faster Wi-Fi. And as you can tell when I load up my site here, iApplyTech.com, the iPhone 5 does beat my iPhone 4 by quite a bit. I can already start scrolling and reading stuff while my iPhone 4 is still trying to load the page. And again, this is just on Wi-Fi, not 4G LTE. The dual-core A6 chip in the iPhone 5 also makes the iPhone much faster, not just in downloading speeds and internet time, but especially during the boot time. You will definitely notice a difference if you shut down your phone a lot and starting it back up. The iPhone 5 starts up very quick. Now, as fast as the iPhone 5 is, and as nice of specs that it has, it's nothing without good software. The iPhone 5 is running iOS 6, which is the newest version of iOS from Apple. Now, in my personal opinion, I think iOS 6 is lacking definitely. It does bring a few new things to the phone. For example, we now have Passbook. Passbook is basically a way to tie all of your things together. So if you do a lot of traveling for boarding passes, movie tickets, stuff like that, this will be good for you. Although not everything supports it, which kind of sucks. Now, iOS 6 also brings a new Maps to the iPhone, and this is Apple's new Maps, so it's no longer Google Maps. And if I have to say the least, the new maps aren't the best, but they also aren't the worst. You may have heard in the news how bad maps really are on the iPhone. For me, they're not too bad. It has 3D viewing, but it doesn't have any street view, which kind of sucks. So if you want to go to a restaurant or something, you've never been there before, you might have trouble seeing like what it looks like, stuff like that. You're gonna have to go to your internet and go to Google Maps to see stuff like that. People have also had issues where Google Maps just was completely wrong, or excuse me, Apple Maps was just completely wrong, leading them in the wrong directions to wrong places. But depending on pretty much where you live, it might be good, it might be bad for you, but Apple Maps is not the greatest thing in iOS 6. iOS 6 also has an updated Siri, so we can ask Siri things. What's the weather?
Here's the weather through Sunday.
So we've always been able to ask the weather, but it can also ask things now like sports and movie times. So we can say, what movies are playing today?
I'm looking for movies. I found quite a number of movies playing nearby today.
So it'll give us the list of all the movies playing today. You can also ask it sports scores. Did the Packers win?
Green Bay soundly defeated Houston by a score of 42-24 last Sunday.
Now iOS 6 also brings a Panorama mode to the iPad from the camera app. So let's go ahead and slide to unlock here. We'll go to our camera, and basically what Panorama allows you to do is take a picture of the entire room around you, which isn't too big of an ideal, but basically what you're going to do is go to Options, click on Panorama, and then you'll be able to hold the iPhone up and start taking a full picture of the room. It's going to tell you how fast to go, if you're steady or not, stuff like that. So here you can see it did a pretty good job of getting everything in frame that I had here, although I probably could have just went like this and taken a picture and gotten everything. That's just an example of Panorama mode. You could get an app for it in the App Store, but now it's built into iOS 6. Now something that was included in the iPhone 5 box was Apple's new EarPods. Now Apple said they spent 3 years designing and making these things to specifically fit pretty much everybody's ear, every human's ear, and they said that they are better than hundreds of dollars of headphones. I will say they are much better than the previous iPhone and iPod headphones you got, but they aren't as good as like maybe some $100 headphones. They retail for $30 if you want to buy them separately, but they come for free with your iPhone, and for free headphones are definitely good. They also have a inline remote here, so you can volume up, volume down, pause, you can hold for Siri, you can talk to people with this, and overall for free, it's good. But if you're thinking about just going out and buying headphones for $30, you could probably get better headphones that are the same price. They do sound very good though. They have much deeper bass compared to the old iPod headphones and compared to a lot of cheaper headphones I used, but you definitely could find better headphones for the same price, and they're definitely not as good as hundreds of dollars of headphones. So overall, I would give the iPhone 5 an 8.5 out of 10. The phone itself is very fast, it has some nice hardware in here, but iOS 6 is just lacking. I would love to be able to have some sort of widgets to turn Wi-Fi on and off fast, as well as be able to check the weather without having to open an app. But if you want something that's simple, easy to use, then definitely go for the iPhone 5. If you want something with a bigger screen, NFC support, more customizability, you might want to think about a Galaxy S3. Otherwise, it's pretty much going to do it for my review, guys. If you missed my unboxing of the iPhone 5, you can click the video right here playing. And if you want to see a case review for the iPhone 5, you can click the video right here. Otherwise, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching my video. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm at iAppleTech. I'm also on Google+. All the links to my social networks will be down in the description below. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe. I put out new tech videos every week on Apple stuff and Android stuff, as well as just other kind of tech videos. And I will have a ton of iPhone 5 cases actually coming up to review here soon. So if you have an iPhone 5, let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. If you're watching this video to decide whether or not to get an iPhone 5, let me know if you're going to get one. What size you're going to get, what color you're going to get. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.